5 years ago, I started thinking about a 1968 Triumph Bonneville. I imagined what it would be like to restore one back to its original pristine condition. I thought about it constantly. I imagined what it would be like to see that thing back in its glory from the days that it left the factory. And one day, this old junker appeared in front of me for sale. I bought it and disassembled it down to every single nut, bolt, and washer. It was like the singularity, the search for the atom that cannot be divided any longer. This thing was totally taken apart, including the engine, and painstakingly and lovingly restored and rebuilt over a period of 5 years. And now, what I've thought about for 5 years sits in my garage, and I can look at it every day. The Triumph Bonneville is the iconic British motorcycle. And 1968 was its best year. It was one of the first motorcycles ever to break the 100-mile-per-hour mark. And I want to dedicate this short video to Billy Burdett in Fredericksburg, Texas, who was responsible for creating this beautiful work of art. He's a great craftsman, a wonderful musician and songwriter, and an all-around great guy. This is his last motorcycle, and I believe it's his best. And I want you to spend a little time with him as he works on this machine.
Boy, that stuck out of there in a hurry, didn't it? Is that where it organized? Is that a GoPro, man?
Yeah.
Like a helmet mount for that thing, or what?
Oh, yeah, I do that. I have a helmet mount, and
I was just saying to Billy, it's so clean inside here.
it's so clean inside
Yeah,
there.
you know,
Yes, it's
You
never
don't
been
put any
run.
oil in it.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's been oiled. See, I'm doing the plumbing now over here, Pat. I put the coils on last night, and then this is your oil feed for the top end.
Oh my
I've
gosh!
got to cut. This feeds into this, so I need to cut this right here, and then there's a little herringbone hose that runs down behind there, and then attaches to this. And this is the return pipe, and this is the feed right here. There's a filter right here that we're just putting in right now. So
Wow, Billy, this is beautiful.
that's what's happening
This is
here.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
This is going to be your best work.
Well, it's the only one I've ever done that's like 100% accurate. You know what I mean? Everything else I kind of made it, my own, didn't paint it right and used whatever chromed everything, or powder coated everything black, or did something. But this is the first one I've ever done that's like, we're shooting for 100 points here. 100 points being flawless.
This is right down to even the fasteners are genuine, right? Even the
Fasteners are
bolts.
genuine. There's not one hardware store washer on this motorcycle. Not one.
And the genuine amyl carbs, right?
Yeah, from Mitch Clamp. The only place we could get them. For some reason, there's a shortage of amyl carbs. Whether that's a manufactured shortage or whether it's a shortage caused by manufacturing. Nobody's got them. There's Wassel, there's like aftermarket, which look like amyls, but they're not amyls. So we're waiting for the amyls. And the place I buy from two places, and neither of them had it. So I had to buy them from Mitch Clemth, who has the best of everything, but he also knows that he has the best of everything. So
Yeah, the only thing that's not original is the electronic ignition, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
But that, you know, that's an acceptable, you know, if you're going to use it, you kind of have to. The chain guard over there, that took me 4 hours to install that chain guard.
What?
Well, because it has to go, see, it has this blade down here. It's this splash guard, this blade. So there's, in order to get this long piece, it's that long in here, you can't, you had to take the shock off, had to take the rear wheel off, had to take the chain off.
Oh my gosh.
And then the brake mount, of course, the torque stay had to come off because the wheel had to come off. So I take all that stuff back off. So anyway, but I got it back on, and then we put everything back on, and then you had to feed the chain because the chain guard's got to be on there, but I kept it loose until I fed the chain back through underneath here.
So now, you got the second $500 check,
I did.
and you already ordered off that?
I've got, I got this one. This is the last one I got right here. This was all the electrical, clutch rod, wire, the wiring harness was back ordered, headlight rim, horn. This was the plumbing and electrical, and that was $500. Coils, feed pipe, oil feed pipe.
All right, well, I'll send you some more.
We're getting close, man. I don't, you know, that's like that oil tank filter. That's $30. This is $45. This feed pipe right here. You know, I mean, it's just clutch rod was $15. I mean, there's just so many.
Oh yeah.
If you look at this, I mean, everything in here, other than that, and those two pieces, everything in there you're replacing.
Mm-hmm.
You're buying it new. You know? And then when you get to a page like, let's just say, we still have to do this. Throttles, controls, but that's not, but this was all done. So basically, what you had was that all these other little pieces had to be reordered.
These things are nice.
It's pretty, man, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nice. Like this, all that. You know, you have all these hard parts, you know, but that's all. And then see, these, we powder coated all that, powder coated that, powder coated those. And then you saw that foot peg over there. That's how that's going to look on both sides. So then the brake lever, but that's all waiting on these two. I have all these parts. I just need these two bolts right here. 5/16, 22 thread, 22 count thread, which is not, you know, that's not regular like my granddaughter would say. And then on this, the primary. There, I was going to ask you about that. There's a little ding right there, see?
Mm.
But it's behind. I'll show you. Where that's going to go. And then the foot peg. Foot peg goes right there. See, it's right behind the foot peg.
That's probably what put it in there.
That's
right?
what put it in there. So I think you probably won't see it once that's in there. See, you have to take the pipe off to get this on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be right behind there, so I don't think it'll be noticeable. I don't, you know, you can buy a new one of these, but I think let's put it together and see.
Yeah.
You know, because it's got some scars on it, man. I mean, and that's, you know, that's good because it's an old motorcycle. You know, I mean, like the aluminum, there's scars in here that you can't get rid of. You know, they're just, you blast it and bead blast it and clean it and polish it, but there's still scars, which is kind of, I think, adds to it. you know.
Yep.
So
It's going to be.
it's gonna be something.
You know, if I was single, I would make a shelf in my living room, and I would just put it right. I would put it up on a shelf. But my wife wouldn't go along with that.
Yeah, you're
but
better off putting the wife on the shelf.
yeah.
And you've been a very patient man.
Hey, it's only been 4 years.
4 years. Only 4 years.
Yes, the bike's just getting older and better.
It's just getting more valuable every day.